asked them to turn the AC off, but it's also.
So you want that?
Thank you. What is that? There's room for two. I know. You're my fan too. I believe you.
Just to let you know, I'm a personal friend of your managing record contractors, Island Records, dancing for the
You said a lot of things.
He sent you in the video just to let him know that I did see you.
Okay.
You were here.
Proven fact. I walked into the room. Here. How are you guys?
Even better now.
Don't be sad, honestly. I know. Everyone kept like asking me to do sad faces. I'm like, you're crazy.
We're gonna give you our all.
You know what it means when I finish a tour? It means that I'm gonna release another album. The end of one thing is just the start of the next, so never be sad about that stuff. You guys, all I want to say is if someone's asking a question, don't talk over them, please. Other than that, go nuts. Ask me whatever you want. Hey, man, good to see you. My what? Oh, thanks. It hurts so bad. How long are these taking?
It hurts!
What's your question? No, sorry, in the back of the blonde hair. Yeah.
How excited are you to come to New Zealand?
Very excited. You're cool. What's your question? Yes.
First of all, I love you so much.
Love you too.
And I'm a dancer, so I
Cool.
was wondering what is your go-to dance?
I feel like you guys have seen it. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. What's your question? Yeah.
When you listen to your music, do you like climb into the floor?
Do I what?
When you listen to your music, do you like want to change things?
All the time. That's why I can't listen to it actually, because I just forever. I think all artists do that. The songs are never good enough, but I still like them. What's your question? You have really cool hair, yeah.
Oh,
I
hi.
don't know how else to describe you.
So I came from Russia to ask my question.
Russia.
Yeah.
Cool.
So yeah.
Thanks.
Well, unfortunately, I'm not a singer, but I'm a circus performer.
You're a circus performer.
Yeah.
So you can juggle better than me.
I can, but it's not my specialty.
You can juggle better than me, though.
No.
Oh,
just
you
like
can't. Okay.
original genre.
What do you do?
Huh?
What do you do?
Aerial stuff and acrobatics.
Aerial stuff. The stuff I can't do.
That's
Yeah,
true.
yeah.
So I can sing.
What's your question?
How I can take a part in your new music video?
How is my new music video gonna be?
How I can take a part in?
How can you what?
Take a part
Oh,
in.
you
Sorry,
want?
my English.
That's okay. I can't speak Russian. I don't know. How can you be in it?
Yeah.
I don't know. I wasn't planning on having someone do circus stuff in my video.
Plan it.
All right, I'll plan it. What's your question?
First of all, thank you so much for bringing up about anxiety. I think it helps a lot of people.
Sure. Thank you.
And
My shirt's 3 sizes too small today.
my question is like, what's the best memory you have of when you were younger?
That's a question I get asked every day, and I never have an answer to. I just had an amazing childhood. I mean, like my parents used to like randomly burst into salsa dancing when I was really young. That's why I'm so good at salsa dancing. Kidding. I'm not that good. I'm good though. What's your question? Yeah. Oh no. A 5 second summer. Who's my favorite? I can't answer that question. I don't have a favorite member of them. I like them all for different reasons. Is that a very political way of saying it? What's your question? Hi, yeah.
Okay, so we're together. We came from Israel to see you.
Okay.
We love you so much.
Is that how everyone in Israel's gonna talk when I go there? We love you so much. Okay. No, it's great.
Okay, our question to you is, what's your favorite alcoholic drink?
I adore you guys. You're super cute. Tequila is okay. What's your question? Yeah, with the crown. Hey.
First of all, I just want to say that thank you so much for speaking so openly about like anxiety.
Of course. Thank you. Thanks.
Well done.
Thank you. Well done.
My question is, what is the best bad decision you've ever made?
The best bad decision. And it wouldn't be bad if it was the best. No, it wouldn't. That that has turned out really good. A bad decision. I honestly don't remember because I've never thought about it. Because you know I don't have that. This is such a hard question to answer. What's your question?
Me?
Yeah.
So first of all, thank you so much for like doing this. A lot of artists don't.
A Q&A. Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Of course.
And my question would be, how do you keep the show fresh for the fans that see the show multiple times and also for you?
Yeah, I mean, well, that's a hard question. I think the thing is that when there's so many songs in the set list, that every single night there's always going to be a song, the song that was like the peak and the song that wasn't as good. For me, I walk on stage every single night. Right before I go on stage, at the bottom of the staircase when I'm on the stage, I go 90% of the people in the audience have not seen the show before. This is their first time seeing the show. You guys, by the way, you guys are the other 10%. That's why you're in this room right now. This is not the entire arena right now. And I go, yeah, 90% of the show people haven't seen the show before. Like, so remember that and treat it like it's your first show. And I mean, honestly, there's nothing you can do except for just try to make it feel like the best show you can every night. You know. What's your question? Yeah.
Okay, first, you're amazing. I love you so much. And my question is, what makes Why your favourite song to perform?
Why?
Yeah.
I think I love it because it's so different, like from the other songs. But it's just my favorite song on the album. To be honest with you, like the second I wrote it, I was like, this is just the coolest song ever, and I think it'll always be one of my favorites. Yeah.
Mine too.
Thanks. What's your question?
Me?
Yeah.
Firstly, I love you so much.
I love you too.
And what does music like really mean to you?
What does music mean to me? I mean, that's a very loaded question. I mean, kind of everything. It's my favorite thing in the world. But a lot, yeah. I don't have one word to describe it. What's your question? What's your question, honey? Yeah.
Who's your favourite crew member?
My favorite crew. If I didn't say your dad, would I be in big trouble? Yeah, your dad is my favorite crew member. What's your question?
If you could do one thing without suffering the consequences to it, what would you do?
I would release a rap album. What's your question?
Where were you in the morning based on a personal experience?
Yes, what's your question? I love you too. I love you too.
What's your favourite home cook?
Favorite home cook? Roast dinner. My mom's from England, so she's been making roast dinners every Sunday since I was a kid. What's your question? Yeah. Sorry, in the blue jacket. Hi.
Go off. So first of all, like last year we went to the Red Tour and met Taylor, and she asked us if we would go to the show the day after, but we had to tell her that we're going to Summertime on See You.
Oh,
so she
cool.
said we should tell you hi, so hi from Taylor.
Taylor Swift. Hi, Taylor.
So that's what she said. And also since you like have the light up bracelets and you recently won
Copied her. Yeah.
About
It's what you were getting at.
So no, I wanted to ask you if you might want to change the lyric from Particular Taste tonight to Only Dances When It's Taylor instead of Kanye. Because
Maybe I think that's very appropriate. I'd say that. What's your question? The crown? Yeah, you got the crown again. I have to say, I've never seen so many familiar faces in my life as today. By the way, everyone I've seen
That's
at a
nice
show.
to hear, though.
Good.
So I have this for you, and I have a question. So if you can pass it to him. please.
Okay, sure.
And-
Oh no, right there,
okay.
yeah. What's your question?
And I have a question.
He just appears like
Is there anything you regret not doing and not saying?
Is there anything I regret not doing?
Yeah, because I have so many regrets.
Sure. I mean, I think there's a lot of times, like, you know, I think the most important thing to say that is that if you love someone, tell them.
That's
The
true.
second you find
I
out,
agree.
and don't be
I
scared
can
of
agree
people.
with that.
Yeah,
And
don't
I
be.
love you.
All right, I love you. What's your question?
Yes.
Yeah,
I love you.
I love you
and,
too.
How do you motivate yourself to work hard?
to work hard to
Yeah.
motivate myself. I don't have to work very hard because I have all you guys doing that. What's your question?
Me?
Yeah.
So now that it's the last show of the European leg, what has been your favorite memory so far?
My favorite memory, I said this the other day, but I think it's probably Brian getting punched in the face. Or it's Brian spraining his ankle.
What happened?
I don't know what happened. I wasn't there for both times. When,
Oh.
when I'm not around, he hurts himself. No, I'm kidding. I'm honestly, I don't know. It's just been really fun. Every show has been really fun and unique. So yeah. What's your question?
Yeah, talking about your piercing. So
My ear
last month,
piercing.
Me and my best friend we got
Yeah.
a piercing this month.
Okay, cool.
It hurts
We were
so,
there to see you.
The cartilage hurt.
yeah,
I
it
know.
hurts so much.
Mine still hurts. I got a pierced like 4 months ago.
How can you do all your moves on stage without getting hurt?
How do I do all my moves? What moves do I do? I don't know.
You're dancing like crazy. How can you do like this?
I don't really do that crazy moves, honestly. No, I-
Just to like keep it.
oh, just to hit. I don't know. I think it just takes time, honestly.
Can you sleep on it? Because I can't.
No, it hurts. You sleep on the other side.
Cool.
What's your question, hon?
Mine.
Yeah.
What's the weirdest image you've heard about yourself?
I heard something about my nipples. I can't remember. Something about the amount of fingers I had. I heard that I can speak like 10 languages. Also very untrue. There's a lot of really wrong rumors about me. In the red.
Hi, Shawn. Thank you
Hi.
so much for doing this. It's really nice of you.
No problem.
Because of what I do, how important for you is, and if you ever considered going abroad and do some humanitarian causes?
What do you mean? I'm sorry, I don't know what you're talking about.
Do you want to do some volunteering abroad? Or
Yes, I would love
helping?
to.
How do you feel like you could help with it?
I think there's a million different things I could do. It's just depending on what I want to do at the moment. But to be honest with you, I don't have time at the moment. I've just been touring for a really long time.
Is that a cause that really calls you to help?
There's a few, but I think when I have some time off at the end of December, at the very end of my tour,
Yeah.
I'm going to do that. It's the first thing I'm going to do in January. Yeah.
By the way, is your dad around? Because I'm also Portuguese and we can
He's not.
chat a little bit.
I'm sorry.
Thank you
he's
so
not.
much.
Thank you. What's your question?
What are you most excited to do when you finish tour?
When I finish tour,
SNL.
I just want to go and hang out with my sister and eat all the food. Eat every ounce of food I can find in the world. What's your question? Yeah. You're from Japan, you told me. Yeah, that's awesome. Thanks for coming. Oh, the very last show. Yeah.
How do you feel when you saw the rainbow light?
You got a memory. That was a long time ago. I can barely remember what I did yesterday. I remember what you were talking about, though. It was beautiful. And I think that was very sweet of you guys.
15 people did it.
Yeah. That was awesome. Thank you, honey. Thank you so much. Love you too. What's your question? Hi.
You started a tour in Amsterdam.
Yes.
But why do you from Amsterdam?
I remember you told me.
Why do you love Amsterdam?
Everyone, you guys, we're in London right now. I don't know. I just love it. There's a cool energy in the city, and it has a very like old feeling about it, like you've gone back in time. There.
Did you enjoy birthday?
Yes, I did. What's your question?
My question.
Yeah.
Okay, so my question for you is, if you ever wrote like a song lyric and you looked at it and you thought, oh my god, my parents will have to read that, or
They have to, or I don't want them to hear that.
yeah, exactly, like oh my god, they have to.
Oh yeah, no, and I've not released songs just because I'm like, I don't want my mom to read this. No, if I ever do that, that means it has to come out because that means it's true, and then that means it's the best song. So yeah. What's your question? I wouldn't choose anyone. I wouldn't like to live anyone else's life but mine. What's your question?
Me?
Yes.
Okay. First of all, I don't think I need to tell you once again how much I'm proud of you.
I don't think you do either. I know you do.
Okay. Okay. So today is your last
Also, is
Europe.
that tattoo real? What's going on?
Oh, it's fine. It's very
fake,
good.
right?
No, it's real.
No, it's not.
Yes. I show you in London.
Yeah, but I couldn't remember if it was real or not.
No, it's real. Definitely real.
Cool.
So this is your last show here in Europe.
Yeah.
So first of all, thank you for everything that you do for us, for the Q&A, as someone else said.
Of course, thank you.
Not anyone do something like this.
Thank
But considering that this is your last European date,
Yeah.
are you planning to do something in particular for the show? For example, I'm thinking, please consider the idea of playing some particularly wrong.
Perfectly wrong.
Perfectly wrong. Sorry, I'm very nervous.
Okay, I think that's what you guys want me to play, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think
This
so.
is your last,
I know it's my last show. It's not the last show of tour though, and I'll be
but
back
like, it's
here.
the last in Europe.
It's the last in Europe. No, it's not, because I'll be back in Europe to play. I promise.
All right.
Maybe not, maybe not for like a year, but I'll be back.
But sooner or later.
What's your question? Yes.
Okay, firstly, I'm from India,
India,
so yeah,
cool.
you should really come there because you have a really large fan base
I will,
there.
I promise.
And also, if you could go back in time and change one thing, what should you do?
If I go back in time and change one thing, I would remove all of the khakis that I wore and, and the plaid shirts that I wore when I was a kid.
Guys, time for 3 more questions.
What's your question, hon? Yeah.
If you had to say, would you say you're a person that thinks with your head and your heart?
Do I think with my head or my heart? Probably my heart, which isn't always a good thing, to be honest with you. I should probably think with my head a little more. What's your question? Yeah.
So I love you so much.
I love you so much too.
So my question is, which 3 events do you think make the biggest difference?
What 3 events?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, you guys have such crazy questions sometimes. I don't know. I think that's a very hard thing. It's so hard because events are based off of what, like, a small event that happened with like someone at home changed my heart, but a massive event changed my mind. And they're all, there's no 3 that I could say changed me completely as a person. But every single time I create an album and I tour the album and I go out and I see you guys and everyone's gotten a little bit older and a little bit funnier and a little bit, you know, I always end up being very different when I come home in Europe, and it's always very changing for me going on tour. So yeah, but I don't have 3 events, I'm sorry. I'd have to think about that for months. Okay, last question is, what's your question? Yes.
Hi, well, I was wondering, in your songwriting process, do you get frustrated when you don't like how your song is turning out?
Yeah.
What do you like feedback from songs?
If I don't enjoy the like the song I'm writing, I just start over. Honestly, I think music is supposed to feel natural and sometimes easy, but at the same time, it's also the hardest thing in the world. So, but it should feel natural. Okay, one more question. Yeah, what's your question? Yes.
Did you win at bowling the other day?
I didn't win. I suck at bowling. I love you guys. I'll see you later.